a strawweight ECE world title between Cheyenne ALDUS and Manon LEEUWINGA. ALDUS, the destroyer, looks to secure her second ECE world title in a lower weight category against the tough Lionheart LEEUWINGA.
Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the ladies. An ECE world title fight in the strawweight division. Fighting out of the blue corner from the Netherlands, Cheyenne ALDUS!
Now, ALDUS is also known as the Destroyer. And if you don't know her, she's already an ECE champion, but at a flyweight division. So she's dropped a little bit of weight to compete for the strawweight tonight, Dennis.
Yeah, so chasing greatness here, going for the double champ status. And at that age already, I mean, what is she, only 18 years old?
Crazy.
Yeah, that tells me she's got a lot of ambition and a lot of drive. 140 fights already. I mean,
it's a big amount, but of course she's Dutch. It's junior records included in there. They can fight nearly every weekend in the Netherlands, can't they? But the experience is there. But tonight she's fighting with the small gloves. She's done it before. She's fought 5 rounds against Gina Hugler, who was a very good opponent who won by points. She battles through, she throws her shots. She's a nice technical girl as well.
Yeah, and that fight where she won the belt, one of her first pro fights, and I was very impressed for. Of course, she had a lot of experience in the youth class and everything, but for her to be so young in a pro career and made such a like all-round impression already, very mature in her style, very like composed. I was very impressed with her, and that was a while ago already. So she's only growing, getting better every fight.
Definitely. Now I find these rules very exciting. So ECE rules, if you don't know them, it's no 8 counts. You can throw elbows. It's basically stand-up Muay Thai with, you are allowed to put chokes on stand-up, and if you've got a choke on, you can take it to the ground and finish it. Then you are brought to back standing up. We don't see it too much, but those are the rules and they can use them.
Yeah, and I really like the small gloves, because it changes the whole demeanor of a fight.
It really does. Guards have got to change. Sometimes they're a bit more cautious, and of course, they hurt more when you take a shot on the face.
When then her opponent fighting out of the red corner from Brazil, Manon LEEUWINGA!
A great crowd with her this evening, also known as the Lionheart, representing Brazil, just a few years older at 23 years of age. Dennis, do you think that little bit more of adult strength in a lady is going to make that huge difference? I think it might tell a little bit.
Yeah, well, she's also still pretty young, but she has a lot of experience. She's been a European champion already. She's been around a lot, and she's had a tough upbringing, so yeah, she's got some grit, you could say. I was actually also very surprised to see that she's fighting for Brazil, but it appears she's from Brazilian roots. Yes. So that's why, because her name is actually as Dutch as cheese and windmills. But she does have some Brazilian blood flowing in her, so we might see some Dutch kickboxing mixed with some Brazilian Zamba here tonight.
Well, I look forward to it. She's been doing some training with Alicia Rodriguez, a nice name to be training alongside. She wants to be a woman king. Well, I guess a queen in short terms of things, but she wants to be the top. She wants to take that belt home this evening.
Yeah, well, she's got a tough task ahead of her, but so does ALDUS. So I'm looking forward to this fight. Two very young, but at the same time very seasoned fighters with a lot of room for improvement, but already proved that they can compete at a high level.
She's looking for war, basically, not to score points tonight. I'm excited about this female match.
We're introducing first the young lady fighting out of the blue corner from the Netherlands. 18 years old, stands in at 173 centimeters. 140 fights on her record. 124 victories, 14 defeats, and 2 draws. 11 of her winning fights by way of knockout. The Destroyer! Cheyenne ALDUS! When then her opponent fighting out of the red corner from Brazil, 23 years old, stands in at 163 centimeters, 41 fights on the record, 39 victories and only 2 defeats, 7 of her winning fights by way of knockout. Lionheart, Manon, LEEUWINGA! Well, ladies and gentlemen, this ECE World Title fight in the strawweight division is scheduled 3 rounds of 3 minutes, sponsored by infusionshop.com, when the referee is Mr. Edward Strijkert.
Okay, fighters, listen, we're fighting 3 rounds.
Well, the venue's going crazy for these girls. A lot of support here.
If you're going,
There's no love lost between them. Look at that Sedan.
By the 3rd time you don't stand up, and stop the fight. Any questions?
No.
No questions. Glove if you want.
I love it.
Corner.
Very aggressive approach here from LEEUWINGA. And I expect a little bit of clash of styles here, because where ALDUS is very good in keeping a range and using the long punches and kicks. And LEEUWINGA is more like
aggressive,
likes a brawl. Yeah.
Like you say, she's coming for war, not looking for points. She's looking for that KO.
Not looking to make friends today. There we go.
I think she'll come in with the hands, with the small gloves immediately.
Oh.
Nice push kick to the face.
Yes, and immediately see how she uses that long legs.
Dangerous being backed up though so early, ALDUS.
Oh, nice judo throw. Oh, again the high kick, ALDUS. Nice aggressive start to this fight.
Definitely, I think ALDUS has got her work cut out. She is going to have to keep working to gain those points.
Yes. And again with the judo throw. Well, those might not do much when it comes to points, but you know, better than anybody. You have to stand up all the time. If you throw on the ground, it costs a lot of energy.
It does indeed, it does indeed. She does try and put the chokes on as well, and that's what we were saying about these rules. It's very interesting. Adds extra weapons into the mix.
Oh, nice overhand there from LEEUWINGA.
Good knees exchanged.
Yeah.
Should throw a knee or an uppercut there, LEEUWINGA. It's getting messy, it will be broken. Not the kind of fight I'd imagine that ALDUS wants. As you say, she's more technical, quite hard for her to deal with.
Yeah, and also she's considered like one of the biggest female talents at the moment. So for LEEUWINGA to beat her would be a major trophy as well, beside the belt. And again with the throw in a little bit of a choke.
Well, it is allowed.
Oh, yeah, he breaks it.
The crowd can't be booing because that's the rules.
And the crowd is on their feet.
Fast legs from ALDUS.
Yeah,
good
I
combination.
I like those push kicks to the face.
Nice low kicks landing, push kick again, keeping that distance. This is the range for ALDUS.
Yes.
And she looks the best.
And she seems very much in control, but this is what happens every time she lets LEEUWINGA come
It's going to be
close.
another throw.
Yeah, then she finds herself on the canvas. Yeah, there's no chance of a choke, so the referee stands him up.
Exactly. If the choke is put on, then she can finish it, but they're not on the floor to do the MMA. Nice hook to the body.
Yeah, and those knees are lethal in the inside. And again.
I would like to see more knees from LEEUWINGA, really. She doesn't know how to get those clear knees scoring. She's looking to hip throw.
Yeah.
That was a nice round for
entertaining
ALDUS,
round, yes. But still, LEEUWINGA had some success with those judo throws. Didn't really score much points, like I said, but it still tires your opponent out. And it's frustrating.
Yeah.
And it reminded me a little bit, we had a fight years ago in Infusion between Tiffany Van Soest and Denise Kielholz,
yes,
where Denise did the same thing over and over and over, frustrating Tiffany Van Soest. who eventually lost the fight because he got so out of the game because of it. So it definitely is a factor.
Yeah, and hip throws were allowed in the infusion rules then, so...
Yeah. But yeah, I like that work when he keeps in range, he throws those long push kicks to the face. And sometimes when it gets close, he throws the long knees on the inside.
What I also love about these rules, even world titles, it's 3 rounds, so it's fast, it's furious.
And we're on at the second round. Let's see if ALDUS can execute that range difference again.
Nice push kick. She doesn't panic either, ALDUS, what I like.
No, she's very calm. She's very composed for an 18-year-old. Oh, that was a good hook. Yeah, and I feel a throw coming up again.
Yeah, you can see LEEUWINGA just putting her weight onto her legs, try and steady herself.
Yeah, and you can see that these ladies are primarily kickboxers, so even like when LEEUWINGA gets her in a position that the choke would be possible, she just missed a little bit of the skill to really execute it.
Yeah.
And she's definitely trying.
I'm surprised they don't have more trade-offs with their hands, though.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah, I mean, ALDUS, as soon as she throws that one knee, she's going to be off balance. LEEUWINGA just drops her to the canvas.
The thing is, LEEUWINGA keeps throwing it down in the same way, landing in the same position, but which by now she should know that's not going to give her a choke. So she might want to change that up a little bit.
She probably feels that throw is doing her good, but it's not really.
Oh, good knees again there from ALDUS.
Yep, ALDUS, the taller of the two, so rightfully so, pulling that weight down on the head of her opponent. Just to try and get that knee in and score with the spearing knees.
And again,
landed
with the
on the
junior
head
throw, well, I've seen people get knocked out landing on their head.
Yeah.
Now a bit more hands thrown there by ALDUS.
Yeah. She throws that head kick so nice as well. I'd like to see it more. Getting tied up. I'm basically in the ropes there. I don't understand with those small gloves, just punch with them causes so much damage.
Yes. And also they're harder to defend with small gloves. You don't have the double guard like you have with kickboxing big gloves.
Yeah. Both girls walk back to the corners with their hands up.
Yeah.
Not really sure how the judges are seeing it.
I'm not sure either. I would say ALDUS has a little bit more of the cleaner hits throughout the 2 rounds so far. But definitely nothing definitive.
Everything to play for these girls. Here's the action from round number 2. Coming down to the canvas a lot, but yeah, you take them to the canvas because you either have a choke on or something. Nothing's really happening, as you said, Dennis. They're going down, nothing's happening.
Seconds out.
No, it's a nice judo throw, but there's no continuous action after. There's no second action to apply a choke whatsoever. That's hard. If you've been kickboxing all your life and all of a sudden you have to be a submission artist, it's...
Mixes it up. Well, they're into the 3rd final round.
Tries to step in knee there, ALDUS.
Yeah, also comes in with the block of it.
Yeah.
I would go back to long range ALDUS. She uses the push kicks, her long shots so nice.
Yeah, play the long range.
There we go. She looks really classy when she's throwing those shots. Nice right hook over the top.
Yeah.
Head down of
There's a
ALDUS.
little bit more aggression with the hands also now.
Yeah. LEEUWINGA goes to throw the left hook, but it just comes round into the clinch position. She's not landing the shot. Crowd is fed up with those drops down to the canvas. Of course, they're going to try and do anything they think is going to get them that win. Nice low kick.
Yeah, nice hard
up.
low kick. Chop those legs. And again, gets one in return. A spinning back visited.
Nice.
A little bit more urgency applied now from both sides.
Yes.
Yeah, the referee also doesn't want to go down again.
Don't wait, girls. You've got everything to play for. Let's go. Coming into the last minute.
Yeah.
Good point scoring from ALDUS there. Also, when LEEUWINGA's on her side, like ALDUS could turn her really easy as well, but this is where I like her working from.
Yeah, there was a couple of nice long legs in a row, followed by a right hand.
Oh, it was a good right hand from LEEUWINGA. And again.
Another one. And she's trying to pour it all out now. Last 25 seconds. She kind of has to, I suppose. No, off balance. Oh,
that was a beautiful left hook. Both girls have got their hands up.
Mr. Michael.
ALDUS going to advance, all set right behind us. Well, gotta have some hate as well, right?
Yeah.
Haters are just fans in disguise, they say, right?
Oh, it's getting so loud here.
They are very loud, as if they're trying to convince the jury to sway the decision in their favorite's favor.
Well, is ALDUS going to become 2 times ECE World Champion in different weight categories? We're going to find out very soon, but we're going to take a look at the highlights again. Well, the venue can hear ourselves think now, Dennis.
Yeah, well, it was a great fight. There was a lot of action, maybe nothing definitive, but there was constant battle back and forth. With both girls having their moments, for sure. Like I said, a little bit more cleaner shots were on from ALDUS. But yeah, those judo throws definitely wore her out towards the end. You could always see the stamina was going a little bit down. But yeah, she had some nice work with the long push kicks and the inside knees. And in this is still the second round, I think, and in the third round, there was a little bit more urgency from both sides, where they let the hands go a little bit more.
They did in this third round as well, didn't they?
Yeah, and they both landed some good shots also there. Again, the long push kicks. They had a couple of good low kicks in there as well. Had a nice body kick from ALDUS. And they're really trying to pour everything out there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's start. Let's start with a big round of applause for both ladies. Cheyenne ALDUS, Manon LEEUWINGA. After 3 rounds of 3 minutes, we've counted the points. And the new ECE strawweight champion of the world is the young lady in the blue corner, Cheyenne
We have a streaker in the crowd.
Too much. We don't know too much.
Something tells me she's quite happy with this, Julie.
I think so. Well, congratulations. She's now a double ECE world title holder in 2 different weight categories.
And only at 18 years of old. When I was 18, Julie, I didn't even know what to do with my life still. She's already a double champ.